Hello and welcome to Purple Table Tarot. My name is Robin and I will be reading for Virgo this evening. I'm going to light some Palo Santo and cleanse the space. Okay, we will be doing a you and them reading. Excuse me. We'll be doing a you and them reading, and we will see the energy that you're bringing, the energy that they are bringing to the relationship, the nature of the relationship, and then the outcome. Okay, this is for Virgo. For Virgo. This is for Virgo. We'll be looking at the messages for the highest and greatest good of this pairing. This is for Virgo. This is for Virgo. What messages do we have for Virgo? What messages do we have for Virgo? What message do we have for Virgo and their person? This is for Virgo. And on the bottom of the deck, we have the Nine of Cups. So a sense of getting back to your happiness, what has worked in the past, does it still hit the same? Nine of Cups is an energy of bounty, it's an energy of sharing, it's an energy of display, showing, sharing your happiness with others, okay? Now Virgo, on your side we have the Four of Wands, the Empress, the Knight of Cups, and the Three of Swords. On your person's side we have the Eight of Wands, the Six of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles, and the King of Cups. The energy between you, the Empress, Justice, and the Six of Pentacles. The outcome, Three of Swords, Ace of Cups, King of Cups. Okay, Virgo, it looks like you are bringing a sense of commitment and stability to this relationship. You embody a very nurturing and motherly energy, and you are offering your cup. Like, in the context of this relationship, you are showing up in a very loving way, very nurturing, very caring. You're wanting to bring something new into this commitment, but in another energy that's a part of that is the Three of Swords. So there's something that is causing you some pain at this time, despite your best efforts, despite you putting your best foot forward in the context of this commitment. Given that you're showing up in such a loving and nurturing way, there's something that is pain, that is causing you pain. The Eight of Wands. This person is wanting to communicate. This person is wanting to communicate with you in a very fair and balanced way. And they bring a sense of stability. They also bring a sense of loving energy. A lot of love here. They bring stability, they bring love, they bring fairness, and they want to communicate that to you. And in between you two, you have a loving, nurturing energy, a fair and balanced energy, equal give and take, and then in the middle there's justice. So right now, you two can be trying to find balance and fairness through the truth. Wanting to be honest with one another, and also get to the bare bones of the situation, getting down to getting down to kind of the base, like the main issue. And in the finish, in the middle of you guys, despite the sadness that's here, I see that this is more of an opportunity for healing and moving forward, because we have the Ace of Cups, a brand new experience in love, and the King of Cups. So a lot of that, this energy really, really supports this Ace of Cups energy. So I see this, that whatever it is that needs to be worked on and brought back into balance and made whole and made fair, in the finish, it's a strong opportunity for healing. And it looks like both of you carry some really, really beautiful energy in order to make that happen. You're both very much, I get the sense that this is a committed partnership, especially on the count of the Four of Wands energy. But with the Nine of Cups here, it might suggest that things that have brought you happiness in the past may not be hitting the same way. So there's a rebalancing here, a recalibrating. But it's so cool because within the context of this commitment, you know, you're bringing very committed, very stable, very present, and available energy, and this person is as well, and they are open to discuss it. The Eight of Wands is communication. Also fast moving energy. Sometimes folks will call it the like love arrows, you know, arrows of love. So it'll be really interesting to see what's painting, what's at the heart, what's the heart of the matter here. Let's start there. Why is the Three of Swords here? 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 So Virgo, on your side, the Three of Swords is clarified by the High Priestess, the Ace of Wands, and the Nine of Swords. So that's at the heart of the matter with regard to what's been painful, is that you've been feeling a lot of worry, a lot of anxiety. Your intuition, you know, your intuition is telling you that something needs to be re-identified. That the identity of like the passion, the action, there needs to be some action here. There needs to be some action here. Your intuition is telling you that there's an opportunity that's presenting itself, and it needs to be taken. You know, wands, we could think of the Knight of Wands as like a match, you know, like a match that we strike, right? And it's fast moving energy, and so we need to seize an opportunity before the match goes out. The other piece is that it's also at the very beginning, at the very beginning of creating an identity. Like, what is this? You know, what does it want to do? Like, how do we want to wield this wand? Where do we want to put our passions? How do we want to identify where we're at? And that speaks to the Justice here, bringing something back into balance. So you're very much in alignment with why something is upsetting. It's causing you anxiety because something needs to be recalibrated. At least your intuition is telling you that. You know, and the High Priestess is also an invitation to do the work around that, to do the soul work, to do the emotional, spiritual work around that. Really getting in touch, like, what is deeper here? Like, really gaining insight around what it is that needs to be re-identified, needs to be start anew. Because this is causing you anxiety. You're very much aware of it, but I don't get the sense that you know entirely what to do with it, because the High Priestess is also secretive. So it's an invitation for you to discover that. But given that she's here, it's like you don't see everything just yet. Okay. Let's do the Eight of Wands. What needs to be discussed? What needs to move? What needs to be brought forward? Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands. So clarifying the Eight of Wands, we have the Four of Pentacles, the Four of Swords, and the Six of Swords. That's really interesting because the Eight of Wands is like communication energy, swift communication. But we have the Four of Pentacles and the Four of Swords clarifying that. So despite the desire and the drive to communicate, that this person wants to move into calmer waters, they are not communicating that. Despite their want for that, they're not. Because the Four of Pentacles is a very guarded energy. It's a very stingy energy. Very much focused on the tangibles and really wanting to, it's kind of called like the miser of the deck, you know? And so their response to the conflicting energy between wanting to discuss this and wanting to hold it in, I mean, that dichotomy, is very exhausting. So it makes perfect sense that they're resting with the Four of Swords here. So they're not doing anything about it. They're just, you know, sitting there and having some conflict about it because it's so tiresome to hold back but want to move forward. You know, and there's something about this Six of Swords that just came to me, is just kind of like, because these people are in a boat and we don't see their faces, like their backs are to us, right? And it's like, can't we just move on? Can we just move on from this? Like, this energy is too hard. Let's just move forward, you know? Okay. So what is it that you're wanting to offer here? The Knight of Cups energy. There's an offer being made. An offer of love. Maybe there's part of you that sees this energy in your partner and you're trying to draw them out with what you have to offer. Because this is a very insular energy. And they have their back to you. They have their back to the situation. You want to offer love and friendship and fun. So the Knight of Cups is clarified by the Two of Cups, the Three of Cups, and the Empress, which is just like you have the Empress on your side twice. So the offer that you're giving is coming from such an incredibly loving and nurturing place. And you're like, come on, let's find our passion together again. You know, here's the Two of Cups, like you're my partner, like you're my soul mate. You know, we're here, we're a team. And with all that, I want fun. I want some fun. I want to have fun with you. I mean, gosh, to have the Two of Cups and Three of Cups clarify the Knight of Cups, it's like, yeah, I can't get any clearer than that on what you're offering. It's beautiful energy. Beautiful energy. Let's do the King of Pentacles. Because sometimes the King of Pentacles is a little bit too focused on, I mean, granted, they're like a really stable energy. Like it's almost like, because Pentacles are our tangibles, our practical 3D everyday stuff, our coin, right? Our home, our possessions, our job, like everything. It's very much tangible. And so the King of Pentacles is a very strong energy with regard to like, this person has got his shit on lock, right? Like, yeah, good job, saves money, stable, like doesn't have to worry for anything when it comes to finances, you know? Very secure. And with that, we see the Four of Pentacles, which is like, okay. King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles. Okay. So the King of Pentacles is clarified by the Queen of Swords, the Moon, and the Devil. So there are hidden energies here, and there are hidden energies here that are of a toxic nature on some level. And the Queen of Swords is often referred to as like the Ice Queen, right? However, she is very clear. She's very clear in her thinking. It's very discerned, right? Very discerning. And the Moon is hidden energies, hidden emotions, also the hidden self, shadow. So this person is needing to do some shadow work. However, that shadow work requires getting in touch with your emotions, because leading up to the Moon, we have water at the base of the Moon here. And in between the two towers, this is like a cloudy, watery place, okay? And the thing is that it can be very scary to do that work, but with these two energies next to each other, there's a suggestion and an invitation here to do that work. But it would appear as though this King of Pentacles could be too much up in their head, and they could have a sharp tongue. They could be seeing and looking and trying to, like, you know, I don't know if I want to use the word blame, but place responsibility on those around them rather than looking into themselves and whatever toxic or difficult, challenging energies are there. The devil energy can suggest codependency, can suggest addictions to substances or anything. Just basically something that this person has them feeling tied and bound, basically. Locked into a unhealthy pattern of behavior. But the thing is that is hidden to this person because we have the moon here, and then we have a resistance of fully being able to realize that through experiencing those emotions on account of the Queen of Swords, because that's very much cerebral energy. So they may know some of these things on an intellectual level from the neck up, but they may think that they don't have an issue or they don't need to do any shadow work because they're far too busy. They're the King of Pentacles. They have to work. They're making money, you know. The King of Pentacles and Queen of Swords is a very serious energy, very practical. It's of the earth and of the air, which is of the mind and of the tangibles. So like your practical world, external aspects, and your discernment, like how you think about things. And the moon is very much water energy. It's the major arcana for Pisces, and also the moon is ruled by Cancer. So those are two water energies, or two water signs rather. So it looks like to me like you're like bringing the cups, right? You're like, here's the water, like here's the love and the fun. And then you got, you know, the King of Pentacles over here being like, harumph. Harumph. I'm gonna need to keep my pentacles close. And I'm gonna sleep on this, right? I'm gonna sleep on this need to do this inner work, even though there's conflict within me, probably on a very unconscious level, of wanting to be open and communicate these issues, but keeping things close to the vest. There's a sense of control, a need to control one's own tangibles and thoughts, for fear of losing control, like needing to keep those things on lock. Otherwise, you know, the dam will break loose and what have you. And the thing is, with the Six of Swords, these folks are in a boat, and they're sailing across water, of course, but water is emotions, and on one side of the boat the water is choppy, like the water that's behind them that they're going away from. So there's a reticence against looking at the choppy waters, like I just want to move on to smooth waters, I just want to make it to smooth waters. but I'm not going to be really doing anything to work on that, because I'm going to sleep. I'm going to rest. I'm going to be sleeping on this, you know. Let's look at the King of Cups energy, because the King of Cups is a very strong, loving energy. So I do get that, despite what I just described, that there is a lot of love here for this partnership and for this situation as well. But another thing about the King of Cups is that they're kind of unshakable. They don't... They can be kind of... they can be, even though they have a lot of love, they might hold it in kind of in this like king energy. It's like they might not talk about their feelings a lot, even though they have a lot of love and they bring a lot of nurturing. They might not express it as much as, say, the Queen would, or the Knight. Okay. King of Cups. King of Cups. King of Cups. King of Cups. So the King of Cups is clarified by the Knight of Swords, the Seven of Wands, and the Fool. So to be in the King of Cups energy could be a very new thing for this person, because it's uncharted territory. It's very new. They don't know what they're getting into. And so the Fool would suggest the beginning of a new cycle, the beginning of, you know, with the King of Cups here, the beginning of trying to bring more of that loving energy out. However, the Seven of Wands, the Seven of Wands is a guarded energy, is a defensive energy, and that is in between the King of Cups and the Fool. Like, despite the calling for this work to get in touch with their emotions, that is very new for them. And so it brings up defensiveness. And in the expression of that defensiveness, they can say some very cutting words. They can come across as just kind of shooting their mouth off, like saying whatever it is that comes to mind. Typically the Knight of Swords is like can be an angry energy, and sitting right next to the Seven of Wands, I would say that that's the energy of those two coming together, is, you know, kind of being defensive, being cutting, biting in their words, stands between the open, free, relaxed, spontaneous expression of one's emotions. The spontaneity of the Fool is blocked by that energy. So this person is conflicted. However, the other energies that I described, the defensiveness, the Four of Pentacles, the, you know, mind on my money and my money on my mind, you know, that is more front and center. I feel like if we were looking at a pie chart, that energy that I just described would take up most of the pie, and then like the King of Cups and the Fool would kind of be like that big of a sliver, you know. And I feel like the King of Cups, the Fool, and the Eight of Wands, because the Eight of Wands is the drive to communicate that. Excuse me, communicate the love arrows and such. That is a smaller fraction, a smaller piece of the pie. And I feel like effort is made to keep that under wraps. But to keep that under wraps is exhausting work, because it's hard work. And if you're going to engage in that and look at it and open it up, it's almost like it's too painful, because there's so much toxicity underneath that you know. And that's not a judgment as far as when I say toxicity. It's just kind of an unhealthy, like, inner dynamic at work that is driving that guarded behavior. And given that the struggle between these two things is so hard, it's exhausting. And it's exhausting to do this work. Perhaps this person never has done any of that work, because, you know, when the going gets tough, the tough get going. Let's look into, I want to look into the Four of Wands. What can be said about this home? Because the Four of Wands is the card of the home. And there's celebration, and like, this is what you're bringing. Like, you want to celebrate more. You want more love and in your home. You want more nurturing. And I feel like this dynamic that I just described is also what's causing you some anxiety and overthinking and sleepless nights and heartache. Okay, Four of Wands. And that's what needs to be brought into balance here, because this is not sustainable. And that's why communication has to take place, for there to be an Ace of Cups, a brand new experience of love, a renewal. All right, Four of Wands, Four of Wands, Four of Wands, Four of Wands. It's all here. The Four of Wands is clarified by the Knight of Cups, the Page of Pentacles, and the Page of Wands. So there's a lot of vulnerability that you're feeling around the situation at this time. And there you have three aces. You have you have all four aces. But you have three, no, this is the Knight of Cups. So you have three aces, but either way, my point is, is that there is, wait a minute, no, you have, I'm sorry, I'm getting tired. This will be the last reading for tonight. You have the Knight of Cups, the Page of Pentacles, and the Page of Wands, and then the Ace of Cups down here. So basically what this is saying is that you're feeling a lot of vulnerability in planting a new seed and reigniting and redefining what you want your home to be. But in that endeavor, you got double Knight of Cups energy. So you are offering this love so completely. Hey, here's all this love. Let's start anew. We need to plant a new seed for how we want our home to function. You know? And okay, this deck is bugging me. And this is like this is such passive energy. This Page of Wands, it's like they have the desire, they have the want, but it's like they're in the page energy. So it's like there's a feeling of vulnerability. There's a youthful feeling around this, because I would wonder if what you're suggesting would feel like trying to start over. Because when we're in a new relationship, we're coming with the Three of Cups, our Page of Cups, our Page of Wands, our Knight of Cups. You know, it's kind of like, let's breathe life back into this, because this has become there's been a stagnant energy, like too much focus on the practical, you know, too much constrained, tight energy. This is very closed energy, and this is very open energy. Like, Virgo, you're bringing so much love and so much care and loving, nurturing, but the fact that this is not, like, I'm trying to find there's no cups on this side. There's swords and pentacles, and then a couple of wands. One of the wands is defensive, and then the other wands is communication. Perhaps this person is communicating that they don't want to deal. Maybe there isn't a conflict between wanting to open up and not. But that narrative, that storyline is supported by the King of Cups. I think ultimately this person wants to show up as the King of Cups in an effort to have this Ace of Cups. But there's too much guarded energy. That's the root of it right here. Needing to bring stuff back into balance. Bringing things back into balance. You know, and over on this side, the only swords that are here are the ones that signify anxiety and worry and strife and stress and anguish. But with the aces, the 2, the 3, the page, there's like a let's start over. Let's hit the reset button. Because Knight of Cups energy is very new. Let's look at the Six of Pentacles. Why is the Six of Pentacles here? Why is the Six of Pentacles here? Why is the Six of Pentacles here? The Six of Pentacles is clarified by the Two of Swords, the Seven of Swords, and the Page of Cups. So this person wants an equal give and take. They want to be fair, but they don't know how. They don't know how, and they feel very new when it comes to their cup game, basically. Like their love game, like what they have to offer. And like the Page of Cups suggests, like, you know, pages are always the newbies, right? They're like the newbies in the suit of whatever suit they're a part of. So this person, I think there's a part of this person that wants to start anew as well, but I feel like there's like, I mean, I don't know. And then maybe they're gonna like fake it somehow with the Seven of Swords, like, and not fake their love, but fake their competence, fake their level of expertise with regard to love and how to show up in love. How can they get away with what it is they want to get away with? You know, but this causes them conflict because they know ultimately they need to show up in a loving way, because this is a partnership here. This is a home. This is, you know, and this is your partner who is in agony because there's a lack of cups over here. And then the cups that you do have is the Page, which is also more of like a self-focused way in which, how do we begin to embody this energy? You know, yeah, you want to hit the reset button, but also you feel vulnerable in that, because how do you plant the seed? You know, and also, how do you take action? Because wands are action, and pentacles are like starting anew, planting a seed. Like, you want to nurture it, right? And with the Seven of Swords energy clarifying the Six of Pentacles, I would be wary of because the Six of Pentacles can also be breadcrumbing energy. And with the Devil on this side, and with this hidden, unexamined shadow side, that could be, it take what resonates. If it sounds like it fits, then there you have it. But if it doesn't, then don't take it, you know. But that's just a possibility. Oh my God, I'm so tired. Sorry. Yeah, I mean, I feel like this person wants, like I said before, like wants to do what this his partner or her partner is wanting, but doesn't know how. And since the pie is like so much so like money, tangibles, thoughts, you know, defensiveness, what have you, that it's hard to know how to make the little part of the pie expand. And that is a struggle for this person, because we have the Two of Swords here, and that suggests a stagnancy, indecision, knowing something has to be done but not seeing how, you know, because this person's blindfolded, and they're blindfolded and they have the swords crossed over their chest, so it's crossed over their heart chakra, which indicates more defensive energy, like it's guarded. This is guarded. They don't know what to do. They know that this person knows how to hold on to their coin, that's for sure. And they also know how to be defensive, and you know, come in hot with the cutting words, but they don't know how to expand their love piece, their love wedge of the pie, because of this shit, because of the hidden inner toxic like dynamic and tendency. And they really compensate for that so much with a very strong presence of mind and a strong presence of tangibles, with the Queen of Swords energy and the King of Pentacles energy. But I feel like they really want to step into their King of Cups with the Fool, but we also have these two in the way of that. Okay. Let's do, I feel like the Empress speaks for itself, because the Empress is like the mother, the nurturer, creative, bountiful, like wanting to bring it. Like this person is bringing it, bringing the love, bringing the nurturing, bringing the joy, wants the joy, wants it reciprocated, but it's not being reciprocated. And there's a strong desire for that. And there's also the intuition is speaking to this person. Let's look at Justice here. We'll look at Justice, and then we'll look at the Ace of Cups. I'm thinking the Ace of Cups might give us, when we clarify the Ace of Cups, that could maybe give us some insight into how this will get to an Ace of Cups energy, like a new beginning in love, hitting the reset button on the love in this partnership. Okay, but what needs to be brought into balance? Why is the Justice here? What is the bare bones? Getting down to the bare bones of the matter. Justice. 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 Mm-hmm. 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 So the justice is clarified by the Eight of Pentacles, the Three of Swords, and the Wheel of Fortune. So this situation, this want to show the love, bring the love, and then there's, the guarded energy, the everything I've described, the dynamic that I described, and how they kind of are working together, and how that's creating the sadness, and because the Three of Swords is here twice with the Nine of Swords. So we have pain and anguish, anxiety, sleepless nights, worry. That is a dynamic it's a wheel that keeps turning. And sometimes it's up and everything's cool, and then it goes back down again. But in an effort to bring this into balance, it's like work has to be put into this. Work has to be put into it. Another way that I was reading this is that there can be so much of a focus on work for both of these people. Like, the person has his back turned to us and he's pounding away at the pentacle. This card in and of itself is a very strong energy. It's like somebody that's very good at their job. They've developed a very strong sense of mastery over what they do. But in the context of this reading, and it always nuances the meaning of any card dependent upon what it's next to, right? That's kind of like the storybook, right? And so with this working head down, working, it causes sadness. It causes heartbreak, because it's just kind of a cycle that kind of continues to go up and down and around and around, and so I would wonder if these two people are so engrossed in their work, or perhaps this person is so engrossed in their work that they're having a hard time. That's part of what prevents them from expanding their love slice of the life relationship pie, and that's a bare bones, that's kind of at what needs to be brought back into balance, like, tending more to the heart. There needs to be more attention towards healing, and a conscious presence and mindfulness around the choices that we make, and what that leads to next. The Wheel of Fortune is also known as like the fuck around and find out card. We make our choices and then we get clearer. And it would appear that like there's been a consistent choice in turning our back away from the issue at hand, and something that needs to be addressed, and something that needs to be brought back into balance. And the more that we are not present to this cycle that is continuing on, it perpetuates heartbreak, because we're just going to keep our head down and keep working, So that's what needs to be brought back into balance. There needs to be a little bit less working, a little bit more tending. I mean, the thing is like, this person's the King of Pentacles, right? They're very much experienced in this energy. They know how to work. They know how to save. They know how to be, they know how to do this. They've been doing it forever. But what they haven't done, what is an underdeveloped aspect of themselves, is their sense of love, emotion, sharing, giving, you know, because with the cups, it's like our cup has our love in it and we're giving it, right? We're sharing it. And this person's got all the love, right? It's got all kinds of cups over here and they want to give it. And I don't know. I mean, it's like this person over here with the Seven of Swords, it's like, are they being sneaky? Like, what is going on? Or is this just more of an indication of like being secretive? Like being selfish. Being selfish. Because the thing is with the Seven of Swords, the person in the story of the you know, the Fool's Journey, whatever, the tarot, is that this is like a soldier camp, right? And this person is absconding with the swords. He's trying to, there's 7 of them, right? So, and then he leaves, he's getting away with 5, and then he leaves 2 on the ground, which is interesting because the 5 of Swords is winning at all costs, or winning at all cost, conflict of ideas, conflict of words, arguments. It leaves others feeling, it's like someone coming out on top being all smug. It's kind of like the bully card in a way. And like there are 2, typically in the 5, there's 2 other people there. One of them's crying and one of them's like freaking demoralized. But the other one's just like, you know, and getting away or whatever they're doing. And then the 2 is the indecision. So this person is like leaving indecision on the ground, leaving indecision behind and getting away with the conflict, taking the conflict with them and trying to slip away. But, you know, it's like this to me is a desperate measure because this person is trying to steal the swords in an effort to save his own life. And typically this is done under the darkness of night. It's daytime in this card, but perhaps the daytime in this card, in this deck, would indicate that, yeah, this person thinks that they're being sneaky, but, you know, this person sees them. It's like, I see you. I see what you're doing, you know. But this person tries to save their own ass by stealing the knives so that the soldiers don't wake up and then like come after him, right? So it's like the thief card. I mean, and if you think about this in a partnership, it's kind of like, dude, yeah, you're kind of stealing the, you know, I don't know. It's like stealing away. There's so much sword energy on this side. So much sword energy. You have the 4, the 6, the 2, the 7, the Queen, the Knight. So this person is in their head a lot. They're in their head a lot. It's like they don't want to face it. They don't want to, it's like 4 of Swords, they're sleeping. 6 of Swords, they're trying to sail away. And 7 of Swords, they're trying to sneak away. And then 2 of Swords, they're just kind of confused in a stalemate energy. They don't know what to do about it. And the thing that they do know how to do, which would be tied to this toxicity, like the kind of the internal toxic dynamic that has long gone unexamined, is, you know, the propensity to sleep on issues, the propensity to deny, the propensity to sneak, to avoid, yes, avoid, and intimidate and put up the guard and put up the defense with a strong tongue, you know. I mean, that's what people do. It's just kind of like even like a dog that gets backed into a corner. They're scared. They don't know what to do. It's like whoever barks the loudest is hopefully going to, you know, get people to move away. Right? Leave me alone. Rah. Nothing to see here. There's no issue. Nothing's wrong. And this person all the while is just like, I love you. Take my cup, please. I'm heartbroken. And I work like crazy. We need to bring this into balance here. Because this keeps going on. This is a pattern. Keeps going around and around. All right. Let's do the Ace of Cups. What is going to bring the Ace of Cups back into this partnership? What is going to bring the love and bring balance between working and thinking and loving and celebrating and nurturing? And how, like what needs to go into this Ace of Cups in order for things to open up here? Less defensiveness, less fighting, less sharp tongue, less denial, less shutting out. What is needed for this Ace of Cups? Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups. So the Ace of Cups is clarified by the Ten of Pentacles, the Ten of Wands, and the Star. Excuse me. So there's a lot of hope. There's a lot of hope in this situation. There's a lot of hope for the Ace of Cups in the context of this long-term commitment. Or wait, is that the 10 or is that the 6? It's the 6. Sorry, apologies. Okay, what is needed for the Ace of Cups is hope and balance. Okay? So what we have in between, with regard to the Ace of Cups, what we have in between of the hope and the wanting for balance, Justice, Six of Pentacles, Ten of Wands, the Star, okay? What is between these two energies is the Ten of Wands. That is a heavy load, a heavy burden. It's the experience of wearing many different hats, kind of being all things to all people. It's also a labor of love because this person is carrying these wands for a reason. They're carrying these wands because they could set these wands down at any time. They could just be like, fuck this. This is too heavy. And, you know, plop them down on the ground and fucking get on with it. Whatever they were going to do. Somewhere else. Whatever. But the thing is that this person continues to carry these 10 of Wands because they know that they're at the end. They know that they see the end in sight. Like they see the goal, they see the castle on the hill, and they're like, I'm almost there. I'm almost there, right? So there's a hope that they're almost there when it comes to this ace. Like I'm almost there with this new beginning. But what needs to happen for that person to arrive, and I feel like the person that's carrying the load of the burden is this person over here, but you know, I mean, this could be very burdensome for this person. They're just kind of acting in a very unconscious way despite all of this mind energy. This is more of the front of the mind, the intellect, right? The rigidity of thought. And that's a heavy burden. But either way, I digress. The 10 of Wands is carried by this person. They see the end in sight. We're going to get to this Ace of Cups. We're going to start anew. We're going to get there. That's my hope. But if we're going to get there, we need cooperation. We need equal give and take. We need equal give and take. Not just my mind on my money and my money on my mind, you know? I'm going to clarify the Empress because this embodies this person, and I want to see what other energies are they carrying, because this is the energy that they're carrying into this relationship, right? I mean, granted, they're carrying all of this into this. This is what they got going on, and the Empress is here twice, so it's very significant. I mean, it's so clear that what is needed is balance and equal give and take. What is needed in between these people is justice. What is going to be fair? There needs to be fairness. Okay, Empress. Empress. Okay. And as I was shuffling, another message came to me. And that message is that the Empress doesn't chase. The Empress doesn't chase, she attracts. Because the Empress is like Venus energy. It's the mother. It's the embodiment of all the queens, right? It's like she is pure manifestation, pure creativity, abundance, nurturing, love. It like just there, she's so powerful, right? And so with that, she's not chasing. So I think the Empress popping up twice on this person's side could also be suggesting like, hey man, like here you are, like offering your cup. You're the Knight of Cups twice, and the Two of Cups and the Three of Cups and the Page of Wands. You know, it's like you're just all this kind of let's go energy. I got the love for you. I got all the things for you. And so I think that the Empress is also suggesting like, hey man, like you don't need to work so hard to try to get this person to notice you and to love you. You know, you're here, but where are the cups on this person's side? So it's kind of like, hey Empress, you got it going on. Do your thing. Focus on yourself. Because basically what it feels like in this reading is like going to the hardware store to buy milk. Like it's not there. Like, you know, I mean, it's like you have to dig really deep. And the thing is that it's hidden. It's hidden by the moon. This person has not done any work on themselves. And if they have, I don't know, maybe it's just been all very much an intellectual exercise. So the Empress is clarified by the Two of Pentacles, the Four of Cups, and the Eight of Swords, which makes perfect sense. Honestly, the response here, like the dichotomy of feelings here, like how this person is showing up and what they're offering looks very different than what they're actually feeling on the inside. This person is deeply dissatisfied with this. They want it to come back. They want the love. They want for the good old days, you know. But what's being offered right now, because this is the Four of Cups, and this person is being offered. So, okay, so this person on a whole is like the one offering the cup like big time, right? And then in this card, the cup that they are being offered is like so not enough, right? It's not enough. They're just like, really? Fuck, man. Fucking paltry offering. What? Seriously? Come on, dude. And because like the 8 is here of the swords, the 9 is here. Oh my God. When it comes to the swords, you got the 8, the 9, and 2 3s. Ooh. That's freaking pain and anguish and agony. However, clarifying the Empress here is the 8 of Swords. And so within the 8 of Swords, you can, okay, she's encircled by a cage of swords, right? But she has a blindfold on and she's bound with this sash and all of that. But it's like, okay, like it's not duct tape. Like you can totally just be like, bloop, 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 and like bounce, right? So it's kind of like, really, Empress? Like, if you're not satisfied, break your binds and freaking get out of there. Because this is the Two of Pentacles, which is a part of this energy. So this is like balancing, probably balancing the tangibles. So this person could be balancing a lot with work. But I'm getting from this, given the context, I'm also getting another aspect, another experience of that, which I think is a part of it as well, is in addition to balancing the tangibles, is balancing this internal experience of offering, showing up with the love, showing up with the nurturing, but yet standing back in this vulnerable energy, biting their fingernails in a kind of passive, what do I do kind of thing. It's like this is how they're dealing with it. I mean, because they're trying to give all the cups, to offer all the love. But they're also standing back and seeing this figure has an energy of kind of like what's going to happen next? Like, are you going to take my cup? Like, I really have a lot of passion and a lot of drive for this, and I love you, and I super want to move forward and everything, but like, hey, so I think that this is like balancing out offering the cup, but also feeling exhausted by all these swords, like the 8, the 9, and the double 3s. It's like so not getting anything in return. Showing, like, and that's what we said in the beginning, in the context of this relationship, showing up with nurturing and loving kindness, and like, all the good feelings, all the good vibes, like anybody in the world, if they're going to have anybody love them, would be blessed beyond measure to have their person show up in this way. But yet, at the end of it all, there's the sadness that's connected to it, because it's not being reciprocated. This person is not offering anything. I'm like getting pissed. I'm like getting mad. I'm getting angry at this person. If this is you, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I've got to have, multi-directional partiality. Yeah. Juggling. And look at the water in the background. It's all choppy, and like the boats on the water are like, whoa, like listing and all the things, like, dude, I didn't bring my glasses to the table. There's something under there in her little robe. Maybe it's her foot. Almost looks like a little, like, no, it's some sort of weird little white thing. I don't know what it is. So, okay. So in the finish, this partnership looks, there's a deep disconnect between these two people. There is love here, but there's a disconnect in how this can be brought together. I don't think that this person, I think this person is exhausting themselves by trying so hard to get this person's attention. And this person's head is very, very, very far up their butt. But yet I don't know, like the King of Cups, like, come on, man. What's gonna make you step into your King of Cups energy? And it's like, I said, what is needed for this to be brought? It's like, this tells us what needs to be brought into balance, and this tells us what needs to be done in order for balance to be brought. And it just looks like it's on a wing and a prayer, Oh, what needs to be brought into balance? Like, how are we going to bring the Ace of Cups? Oh, well, shit needs to be brought into balance. Okay, yeah, that was told to us up here. What else? Well, it's a big fucking burden, but there's a lot of hope for it. It's like, oh my god. Okay, all right. Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands on the bottom of the deck. That is significant. And here's why. The Queen of Wands, she takes her power back. Queen of Wands gets pissed. I think it's time for this person to get pissed. Yeah, I think this time for this person to, you know, they don't need to be showing up in the Empress. They don't need to be, you know, heaping their Empress energy onto this person. I think they need to whip out their wand and start, you know, making some noise here. Okay. Let's get some oracle cards. We'll get some keywords. I mean, honestly, I think that this reading tells us where things are at. I didn't get us, like, in the finish, it looks like this Empress needs to get pissed off to get this person's attention. And anger is healthy. Anger is healthy. I'm absolutely not suggesting anybody hurt anybody else, not at all. I just think that speaking up with confidence, with your fire, because the Queen of Wands is like, wands are fire energy, but queens are water energy. And so this person has been bringing all the water, right? Bringing all the feel-good emotions to try to entice this person and to bring it back, and they're not stepping up. And this, I think it's important for this person to get fiery. Okay, what are some keywords for these folks today? Okay. Oh my gosh. Cunning and resourceful, Coyote. Cunning and resourceful. I think that this person is, I think maybe that just gives us more information as to what this person may be doing, because when I hear the word cunning, I think of the Seven of Swords. Toad, cleansing, transformation. Gonna wash that man right out of my hair. Gonna wash that man right out of my hair. Do you guys remember? Oh my gosh, that is such an old commercial. I'm sure there's maybe 5 people watching who was like, what is she talking about? Okay. Bear, strength and confidence. Yes. Put that next to the Queen of Wands there. Okay. Let's get some animal cards. I'm definitely going to be picking some cussy unicorn cards. It's the Reble deck. It's a good one. Polar bear, mystic. Know that challenges make you stronger. Have faith when you face adversity. Take time to rest, dream, and renew your strength. Embrace your psychic abilities. You carry the shaman within. B, community. You are a powerful creator. Your work blesses everything you touch. Be open to receiving sweetness. You are the queen of abundance. Yes. Be open to receiving the sweetness that has been offered to you, and you can totally get into your intuition, and you can take a rest and do some, sleeping. Add some Four of Swords into the mix with all that 8 and 9 energy and 3 energy. Need to take some time to meditate and just take a nap and rest and focus on yourself for a little bit. After you get pissed. You need a big fucking hug. Squeeze. Love. Get some, give some, it will cheer your ass up. Boom. Figure shit out on your own. I'll put that in the middle. Okay, and then we'll go ahead and get some sweet little petals. Because this has been kind of an intense reading. Not even kind of. It has been an intense reading. And I got a little intense during it. Feeling a little upset with the injustice. Cherry blossom, return quietly now and be at peace. Orchid, your uniqueness is always perfectly lovely. And sunflower, practice courage each day. Let me put that over here with the devil and the moon, because it takes a lot of courage to do that work. And I feel like this person does want to step up. They really do. They want to somewhere deep in there, but they're quite blocked. And so they need the courage to face that and really open themselves up to give and receive love and to receive the sweetness that is being offered to them. This person over here can totally afford to pull back on the sweetness and allow and give themselves a rest and a break and, get fiery. Get fiery. Okay, that is what I have for you, Virgo. Sending you all the love, and I hope that you got something out of this reading, and I will see you on the next one. Okay, bye-bye.